Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something pretty radical, this idea that you can actually earn online without needing a degree or tons of cash or even, experience.
Yeah, it's a big claim. And for this deep dive, we've pulled from a couple of really interesting online audio programs. One's called Skills Over Degrees, Earn Online Today,
Yeah,
and the other is Skills That Pay, Earning Without a Degree.
okay.
So our mission really is to pull out the absolute best bits, the practical stuff from these sources just for you listening.
All right, let's jump straight in. The sources ask this fundamental question right of you. Can I really start earning online with basically nothing? No money, no degree, no experience. And their answer is just emphatic. Yes, absolutely,
Hmm.
100%. I mean, that sounds almost too good to be true. How do they back that up?
Well, that's exactly where they start,
Okay.
by kind of challenging the norm. They talk about what they call the problem with the school system. The idea is, look, traditional school is great for teaching information, theory, memorizing formulas, writing essays, solving equations, that sort of thing.
Sure, the basics.
But um, where it often stumbles, they argue, is the application. That common feeling. You graduate, maybe you even did really well,
Yeah.
but then you realize, wait, I know how to answer exam questions, but I don't actually know how to write a killer CV
All right.
or pitch myself online or like build a personal brand.
Oh, okay. I see the gap they're pointing to.
Exactly. That's the core contrast they draw. The system teaches information, but the world demands application.
Hmm.
It's less about what you know in theory.
And more about what you can do.
Precisely. That information versus application distinction, that's kind of the bedrock of their whole argument for this new way of thinking about skills and earning.
So that leads nicely into what you actually need then. If it's not the degree, what is it?
Right. And the sources are really clear on this. They state, pretty bluntly, you don't need a college degree to prove you're capable. Instead, they say you need skills. And more importantly, you need to sell those skills. Think about platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, even Instagram or Facebook for managing pages.
Yeah.
They don't ask for your diploma up front, do they? They ask, what can you do? Can you write, design stuff, edit videos, manage a social media page? If yes, well, you're potentially in business.
Makes sense.
And then there's the other big hurdle people imagine, the big investment.
Right, the money side.
Yeah. And the sources break down what you actually need. It's surprisingly simple. A smartphone or laptop, an internet connection, maybe a free Canva or CapCut account.
Canva for design, CapCut for video.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are free to start.
Exactly. And then the crucial bit, the courage to start. It's quite humbling, really. If you're listening to this online, you probably already have the main tools of a device, internet, things that, many people globally still don't have easy access to.
So boiling it right down, the absolute must-haves, according to these sources, are really just three things.
Pretty much. They list an internet connection, a device laptop or smartphone, and a skill someone is willing to pay for.
Wow. That really lowers the barrier to entry, doesn't it?
It really does. And that connects directly to this idea of micro skills.
Micro skills.
Yeah, they position these as like the new currency. These aren't huge, complex skill sets that take years. They're valuable skills you can learn quickly,
Mm.
often really quickly.
Okay, give me some examples. What kind of things are we talking about?
Well, the sources get specific. Things like learning email marketing in a day, or figuring out how to make YouTube shorts in just a few hours.
A few hours, seriously.
That's what they claim. Or designing Instagram posts using Canva in minutes. And then there are others people are paying for right now. Basic transcription, video captions, making thumbnails for videos, helping with resumes, designing logos, Canva designs in general, doing simple voiceovers, even social media content planning.
It sounds almost too simple for something that could actually earn you money.
I know, right? But that's their point. These skills aren't hard, but they're valuable. People and businesses need this stuff done. And crucially, people are paying for them right now. They solve immediate problems.
Okay. So if these skills are relatively easy to pick up, the big question is, where do you learn them?
Good question. The sources cover a few routes.
Right?
For the free DIY approach, they say YouTube's a goldmine if you're self-motivated, which, makes sense. There's so much on there.
True.
Plus, tons of free courses on Skillshare, Coursera, and even Facebook Blueprint. And obviously, other platforms like Udemy have loads of courses too, often pretty cheap.
Okay, so lots of self-learning options. But they also mentioned something else, something about a faster path.
Yeah, they do. They call it the fastest path, or sometimes, best of all, finding a mentor.
A mentor. In this digital skill-based world, that feels a bit old school.
Maybe a little, but they explain why it's so powerful in this context. You need, according to them, someone who's already doing it.
Ah, okay. Not just a teacher, but someone actually using the skill.
Yeah, exactly. Someone who has sold these skills, someone who's living the life you want and is willing to teach. The key difference they stress is finding someone who doesn't just teach, but does.
Right. Practical experience.
Someone who's actively using these skills to earn and is willing to guide you.
Yeah.
It's about that real-world insight. Their takeaway line is pretty memorable. You don't need a classroom. You need a conversation.
That's powerful. So really, the message to you, the listener, is if you've been waiting for some kind of permission slip.
This is basically it.
Yeah, the sources are saying you're not too late, you're not underqualified.
Absolutely. It boils down to this. You're just one skill away from changing your life. Could be a small skill, but it's a start.
And the advice on how to start is super simple, isn't it?
It's dead simple. Pick one micro skill, learn it, sell it, repeat.
Learn, sell, repeat.
That's the loop. Don't wait for graduation day or saving up a big chunk of money or for someone to officially dub you ready. Just start. Start today. Learn something small. Practice. Offer it to someone. Then repeat. That's how you build your own path, they argue. One skill at a time.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. The core message from this deep dive, pulling from those sources, seems to be you really don't need that traditional degree. You don't need a pile of cash to get started.
Yeah, the alternative they offer is pretty empowering. It's more like you just need a laptop, internet, and intention. Or maybe even simpler.
Just action.
You just need action. Get started. And maybe, a final thought to leave you with, something the sources hint at.
Go on.
The school system may not have prepared you for this specific online world, but the internet can. So the opportunity is there online, waiting for you to grab it, learn, and build something for yourself. What's one small skill you could look into, like today?